Shalom, all of my brothers and my sisters. Worldwide, those of you who have been called out, the called out of the call outs, the Hebrew Israelites, by blood, by adoption, by being grafted into this marvelous family of Yahuwah, our Heavenly Father, and Yahushua, our Holy Messiah. I greet you with Shalom. Shalom. Today, I just wanted to make this little short video because I was thinking about the times that we're living in and the pressures that we're under. And I thought, I've made a lot of videos and put up a lot of Bible studies, but I haven't had a chance to really just talk to you as a Moreh and as a swordsman, if you would, of the word of the Most High Yah, to just tell my family worldwide to be on guard. If there was a message to give out to the family, I would just let them know they've got to be on guard, and that means they've got to be watchful. In these last days, it's going to be a terrible attack. See, what's going on is that the Hebrew Israelite are waking up worldwide, and everybody's taking note of it. Please believe me, it's not just happening in your little pocket, your little circle, because that's what it feels like. But the truth of the matter is, it is a worldwide phenomenon, an event that cannot be stopped because it is a fulfillment of prophecy. It is a fulfillment of the actual Torah, the word of the Most High Yah. And therefore, as we see prophecy being fulfilled in our very eyes, we also see that we then become a very important part of the fulfillment of the prophecy. And if we know this, then our enemy, Hasatan, and all of his devils and demons and minions, they also know it. And therefore, we need to be prepared for what's getting ready to happen to those of us who are now awoke. It is the raising up of the valley of dry bones. Those dry bones, it's the raising up of those people. First, there's going to be a noise and a shaking and a coming together of the bones. And then, of course, you already know. The text is very clear when it says that once they come together, flesh is then put upon the bones, tendons and meat and flesh, and then they rise up as a marching army. Now, you don't become an army if you're not going to put on battle clothes. And you're not going to be an army if you're not going to fight, if you're not going to be in a weapon. You don't need an army if there's not going to be an enemy, and if there's not going to be opposition. You're standing as a marching army because you're a soldier and you're going to the battlefield. I know you might not want to hear that, but that's where you're headed. We are going to the battlefield, Zion. And Hasatan, in no uncertain terms, is actually going to target the children of the Most High. And so I wanted to encourage you kind of face to face, without the crowds and without, the lectern and all the cameras, but just, just me and you, just kind of letting you know you stay strong in what you're doing. We are encouraged by the words of Rabbi Shaul in Ephesians chapter 6, which clearly states, finally, brethren, be what? Strong in Yahuwah. See, we've got to be strong. This is not a battle for the weak. This is a battle for those of us who are exercising our spiritual muscles. And we must be strong in the power of His might. It also says that we need to put on the whole armor of Yahuwah. The whole armor of Yah. Now, I know there are so many people that think that the armor of Yah is patterned after the heathen's armor of battle. I've even heard some people teach that the armor of Yah is patterned after the Romans. Let me tell you something. The armor of Yah has been around long as Yah himself. The armor of Yah is the word of Yah. And it's the word of Yah shown and revealed to us on how we are to then apply that word, his principles, his precepts to our lives so that we can be strong. It's the Torah. And so that's the only way we're going to defeat the enemy and be strong in these last days. This is not a Roman soldier uniform. This is a Hebrew Israelite uniform. And the Hebrew Israelite uniform is not the kind of uniform that you're going to see worn by a soldier today, because our weapons of all warfare are not carnal. So don't let anybody tell you that this was a Roman helmet, a Roman breastplate. No, no, no. Every one of these pieces of armor that is revealed to us in Ephesians 6 can be found in Torah. And if you have an opportunity to do that, take your time and go through the what y'all call the Old Testament, which is really the Tanakh, or the actual scriptures. And you'll find that each of these references reaches back to something revealed to us in Torah. But listen, what we need. We have to have the armor of Yah so we can stand against the wiles or the tricks and the tactics of our enemy Hasatan, because we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world. Yes, there are people ruling the world that honestly have committed themselves to the darkness of the world. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. Therefore, take unto you what? The whole armor. There it is again. Not of the whole armor of Romans. No, the whole armor of Yah. So you'll be able to withstand against the wild. And you'll be able to stand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. It's right in your text. Therefore, stand having your loins girded about with truth. What does that represent? That represents Torah. The truth is Torah. Says you got to have on the breastplate of righteousness. What is righteousness? If you read the Torah, you're going to find out that righteousness is also Torah. You got to have your feet shod with the preparation of the good news of Shalom. What is that? The good news of Shalom is the Torah. It's right there in the Bible. All you got to do is read it, and you'll see it if you do your study. Above all, taking the shield of faith, based on the Hebrew word of faith, which means to follow, to trust, to follow after, to mimic. That's Torah. And you'll be able to do what? Quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Take the helmet of salvation. And he tells you right here, which is the sword of the Ruach. What is the sword of the Ruach? You got it. The Torah. It's the word of Yah. As a matter of fact, what Rabbi Shaul was trying to tell us, we need to walk in Torah, which is the same thing as saying walk in the Hamashiach, who is our Torah made flesh. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, whereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. What? And pray for me, he says. Why? So that utterance may be given to me, that I might open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel. I'm going to pray for you. I pray you pray for me, so that in these last days, facing what we have to face, we will be strong in his power and in his might, and we'll be strong in the Torah of the Most High Yah. Be strong, be encouraged, because these are the days spoken to us by our holy prophets in the holy manuscript. Just remember this. Troubles, trials, persecutions, they coming. But like my friend always says, in the end, we win, my friend. Shalom.